Delta Airlines earns more money each year than any other airline in the world. And in 2023, Delta Airlines' annual revenue was nearly $54 billion US. This annual revenue obviously comes from the fact that Delta Airlines carries nearly 200 million passengers every year. So join us for a closer look at Delta as we compare the Delta One Business Class with their Premium Select cabin. We're Ronnie and Jeremy, and we're digital nomads traveling to every country in the world. We've been on the rails and in the air for the past 3 years, bringing you our unbiased reviews on travel destinations across the globe. After spending 2023 living in South America, we have returned to Asia for more adventures. And as always, we hope that you'll come along with us for the ride. Because you don't have to be a Kentuckian to travel with us, you just gotta have fun. Our travel adventure day begins here on the downtown streets of Santiago, Chile. I've left the apartment here in Santiago, Chile. Just walking down the street here to the friendly neighborhood Starbucks. It's Independence Day here in Santiago and in Chile. And so everything's closed except Starbucks and some other places. And so I think it might be easier to get a Uber from the Starbucks since the streets beside the Starbucks are not blocked, and then we can get our Uber easily and get over to the airport without much wasted time just waiting around the corner. After a bit of delay, my Uber Black ride did arrive at the Starbucks in downtown Santiago. Fun fact, if you're traveling with ride-sharing apps in foreign countries, the luxury option often simply means it's a foreign import model. As my Uber Black ride to Santiago's International Airport was in a basic Chevrolet SUV model. But my Uber Black ride was certainly smooth enough, and soon we were arriving back at Arturo Merino Benítez International Airport. Check-in for Delta Airlines was easy on the Delta Airlines mobile app, and since I did not check any luggage for this trip, I was able to use my mobile boarding passes to clear immigration and security at the airport in Santiago. Chile was celebrating its Independence Day during my visit, and I decided to celebrate the holiday with a visit to the LATAM Airlines Business Class lounge. The LATAM Airlines lounges in the International Airport in Santiago are among the largest and most beautiful lounges in South America. And as you'll see during my visit to Arturo Merino Benítez International Airport, LATAM Airlines actually has 3 different lounges in this airport. Therefore, if you're flying with Delta Airlines in their Delta One Business Class product, you will have access to all 3 LATAM lounges at Arturo Merino Benítez International Airport. LATAM's signature lounge is its most exclusive lounge for its premium business class passengers and business class passengers flying on partner airlines. And that's good news for everyone flying with Delta Airlines, because Delta is a partner airline of LATAM Airlines, and they even own a percentage of LATAM's company. And as you can see, the LATAM Signature Lounge has almost everything that you could possibly need during your short or long layover in Santiago. There is plenty of seating in the LATAM Signature Lounge, a full-service bar and buffet, quiet rooms, individual shower suites, and sleeping dormitories. And as you can see here, the coffee and buffet bar had plenty to offer during my afternoon stay at the LATAM Signature Lounge. The only shortcomings of this LATAM lounge are the absence of an a la carte dining restaurant and exterior views of the terminal or the apron. Alright YouTube fam, I have checked in here to the LATAM VIP Business Lounge here at the Arturo Merino Benítez International Airport in Santiago, Chile. So far the LATAM staff has been great. Delta Airlines is a partner of LATAM Airlines, and they actually own a percentage of the company. And when I came in, the staff at the front desk asked me if I was flying with LATAM or flying with a partner airline. They proceeded to check my boarding pass. They saw that I was flying business class and immediately said that I was eligible for all three lounges they have. They have a regular lounge here, but they also have a lounge for premium economy and a lounge for business class. So they gave me a tour of the lounge, brought me inside, showed me all the different food options, showed me where everything was located in the lounge, and then left me alone to explore. And here I am. I sat down. I've got a good seat here, I think. And now I'm going to go check out the food offerings and beverage offerings. I saw just immediately that there was plenty of different drinks to have. They have Cokes, they have tea, they have coffees, they have lots of juices, different varieties. So that's going to be great. I love to get juice when I can instead of getting soda or something else that's bottled, and I see lots of different fruit juices that are available, so that's great. I also saw at the bar there are lots of different entrees out. It is past lunchtime here now, and we'll be staying here up until past dinner time, I imagine. Our flight is late tonight, leaving Santiago for Atlanta, Georgia in the USA, and so I'll probably get to experience the changeover of food in the lounge as well. But it's enough talking for now. I'm going to show you around and show you all the different food options and different spaces they have here at the LATAM VIP lounge for business class. And if we have time, we might go over to the other lounges and see if they're any different or if they have better views and that kind of thing. And yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to show you around and get some food and chill out here for a while. The LATAM World Member Lounge is a partner with Santander Bank, and travelers can get access to this lounge by purchasing the LATAM Pass. The most notable amenity of this LATAM World Members Lounge, which is different than the other two LATAM lounges, is the exterior view of the terminal. However, the notable shortcomings of this LATAM lounge are the absences of the full-service bar, the private shower suites, and the sleeping dormitory. And the third lounge is the LATAM Airlines Premium Lounge, which is similar to the Signature Lounge. And the only notable shortcomings in the Premium Lounge are that there is only one bartender on duty for the travelers in the lounge, And just in general, the lounge is much smaller than the Signature Lounge. But if travelers can get past the lack of views in the LATAM Signature Lounge, there will certainly be better service and more amenities in this lounge for business class passengers. For example, not only will you have more food options in the LATAM Signature Lounge, but you will also have more attention from the bartenders so you can help them craft that perfect signature cocktail. But it was soon time to leave the LATAM Airlines Signature Lounge and head over to our gate for our Delta Airlines Airbus A350 flight to Atlanta, Georgia in the USA. And this is where the less enjoyable part of my Delta Airlines business class trip began. As I was checking my Delta Airlines mobile app, I noticed there had been an equipment change for my flight from Santiago to Atlanta. My flight was still scheduled to use the Airbus A350, however, I noticed that the seat configuration and my seat assignment had changed. And this is almost never good news for travelers that have purchased premium class tickets. And with that info in mind, welcome on board our Delta Airlines Airbus A350-900 flight with 30 lie-flat business class seats in a 222 configuration. This business class configuration was once popular with many airlines across the world, and it's still maintained by several airlines today, including Delta Airlines on their Airbus A350, their partner LATAM Airlines on their Boeing 787, and Turkish Airlines on their Boeing 777. But as you can see, this older Airbus A350 configuration with Delta Airlines still has many amenities at the seat, which make this business class cabin much more comfortable than anything in the economy class cabin. Firstly, and most importantly, these Airbus A350 seats in the 222 configuration have plenty of legroom for both passengers. And the comfortable leather seats do fully recline to a lie-flat position, while the ottoman boxes below the IFE screens also provide ample storage. Each seat also had a small cubby storage space below the recline controls, along with an IFE remote. And as you'll see here, the built-in tray table was absolutely large enough for any meal service or working with your laptop. There were also at least 2 windows at every window seat in the business class cabin, along with individual reading lamps for added comfort. But as I got more comfortable in the Delta One business class cabin, my seatmate arrived and was as bewildered as I was to learn that the seat configuration had changed. But my seatmate and I accepted our losses, and we accepted the Delta Cruise Mimosa welcome drink as part of the apology for the equipment change. And thankfully, my seatmate offered me the window seat for our 9-hour flight from Santiago north to Atlanta. And as I became more familiar with the window seat, I began exploring more of the seat amenities, including a partition for the window and aisle seat, a personal reading lamp, and a universal power outlet located near the IFE screen remote control. Next, I was sure to try out the Delta One Studio over-the-ear noise-canceling headphones, which were absolutely comfortable enough and noise-canceling. And just about the time I was trying out the Delta Studio noise-canceling headphones, Delta CEO Ed Bastian was beginning his motivational speech on our aircraft to get everybody excited for the flight up to Atlanta.
The old saying, good things come to those who wait, is just that, old. Those good things, you have to get out there and chase them. We see it in the millions of people we fly around the world, all of them living proof. Good things come to those who go.
But as everyone in the miles and points world knows, Delta CEO Ed Bastian's going to have to give more than motivational speeches to keep frequent flyers loyal to Delta these days. But soon all motivational speeches and safety videos were finished, and our Airbus A350 engines began revving up for the late night departure from Santiago. And as our Airbus A350 bird climbs high above the lights of Santiago, Chile, we would like to remind all of our viewers to do us a solid and hit that thumbs up like button and subscribe to our channel. That is one of the best ways that you can support our work and keep us on the rails and in the air. Once our Airbus A350 reached cruising altitude, the Delta One cabin crew passed out Grown Alchemist pre-packaged wet towels, which were cool and refreshing enough. I also took some time before the in-flight dinner service to try out the Delta slippers, as well as the bedding and the pillow that was provided. All three were certainly comfortable and cozy enough for a 9-hour flight to Atlanta. As I got more comfortable in my Delta One seat, I settled in for a movie as wine and warm nuts were served before the main course made its way to my seat. I pre-ordered my meals for this flight on the Delta Airlines mobile app. I chose the beef short rib, which was absolutely delicious, and it came with a prawn appetizer and a warm cream soup. The side items for this dinner service were not very remarkable. However, the beef short rib was absolutely one of the best meals I've ever received on a plane. This tender and delicious beef entree was then followed by a decadent ice cream sundae, which was by far too rich for me to finish. Immediately after dinner, I took a look at the Delta One Someone Somewhere branded amenity kit, which included all of the usual suspects, including a much desired dental kit. And after retrieving the dental kit, it was time to visit the Airbus A350 lavatory before settling into my Delta One seat for some much needed rest. All of the Delta One business class passengers took advantage of these lie-flat seats on this overnight flight to Atlanta, and soon enough it was time for our pre-arrival breakfast meal. The standard Delta One pre-arrival breakfast meal on this trip to Atlanta was a spinach and cheese frittata, which was quite heavy on the spinach. It was accompanied by some sausage and potatoes, a butter croissant, fresh fruit, and juice. And soon the sun was rising above the horizon as our Airbus A350 made its final turns and approach into Atlanta's Jackson Hartsfield International Airport. And a fun fact, if you did not know, Atlanta's Jackson Hartsfield International Airport is Delta Airlines' main hub in the United States and the busiest airport in the world. But before we made our final descent into Atlanta's Jackson Hartsfield International Airport, I once again voiced my concerns to the purser on this flight about the equipment change for the Airbus A350, which changed my seat from the newer Delta One Studio suites to the older Delta One configuration. The purser, who was noticeably very good at her job, assured me that I would receive Delta Sky Miles credit in my account very soon as compensation for the equipment change. And sure enough, as soon as we arrived in Atlanta, I did check my Delta Airlines mobile app and saw that I was credited 20,000 Delta Sky Miles as compensation for the equipment change. However, sadly, 20,000 Delta Sky Miles does not come close to the 450,000 Delta Sky Miles that are required to book the newer Delta One Studio suites on the Airbus A350 from Chile to Atlanta in the USA. Alright, we just landed here in Atlanta, got past the first plane today with Delta. Now we're gonna go on through the airport here, get over to the international terminal, try to get into a Delta Airlines Sky Lounge, and then we'll board our international flight tonight on a Boeing 767 down to São Paulo, Brazil. And welcome on board our Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300 for our flight from Atlanta down to São Paulo, Brazil. And here is a look at the Delta One business class seats in a 1-2-1 configuration on the Boeing 767 on our way to the Delta Premium Select cabin. The Delta Premium Select cabin on this Delta Airlines Boeing 767 could accommodate 18 passengers in a 2-2-2 configuration. I'm now on the Boeing 767-300 ER here, flying from Atlanta down to São Paulo, Brazil. It should be a 9-hour and 15-minute flight, and yeah, we're gonna have good service on this flight. I think it's quite roomy. Got the extra seat here beside me. Ronnie won't be flying with me, but I won't have a neighbor tonight, so it should be a very comfortable 9-hour flight down to São Paulo, Brazil. And of course, I'll show you all the good stuff on board. I'll try to cover the hard product here for Delta's Premium Select cabin, but also I'll cover their soft product as well. And I think from so far, we're going to have a nice crew tonight. So I hope the flight is just as enjoyable for you as it is for me. All travelers will be happy to know that the Delta Premium Select cabin on the Boeing 767 is equipped with more leg room, individual air vents, universal power outlets at the seats, and touchscreen in-flight entertainment. And although we are comparing Delta One Business Class on the Airbus A350 and Delta Premium Select on the Boeing 767 in this video, there are striking similarities in the branding and the amenities offered at the seats. And after I placed my meal order with the Delta flight attendants, I began exploring these amenities that were at my seat in the Delta Premium Select cabin. One noticeable similarity was the Delta Studio over-the-ear noise-canceling headphones, which were very similar, if not the same, as the ones that I had received in the Delta One Business Class cabin. But once again, these Delta Studio over-the-ear noise-canceling headphones were certainly good enough for my flight down to São Paulo, Brazil. But one drastic difference between the Premium Select cabin and the Delta One Business Class cabin is the legroom. And although the legroom in the Premium Select cabin was substantial and absolutely necessary when seats in front of you recline, it was not the same as having those lie-flat seats in the Delta One business class cabin. And as we waited for the cargo to be loaded onto our Boeing 767, I was happy to see that travelers in the Delta Premium Select cabin receive a very similar Someone Somewhere branded amenity kit. And Ronnie and I would like to encourage our loyal viewers who love our videos to consider becoming channel members. Channel members get extra perks and content as Ronnie and I continue bringing you world travel videos from across the globe. Viewers can check out our channel memberships and our referral links in the description of this video. We put those links in the description of all our videos and they're guaranteed to help you travel better in the future. Another similarity and difference between the Delta One business class cabin and the Delta Premium Select cabin is the food catering. And although the food quantity and quality were good, my lemon and 3 cheese ravioli and couscous that I was served in the Delta Premium Select cabin were not even from the same planet as the beef short rib I was served in the Delta One business class cabin. In fact, in the Delta Premium Select cabin, my lemon blondie dessert was absolutely the star of the show. And for all our fans of Lou reviews, here is the Delta Airlines Premium Select Cabin lavatory on the Boeing 767-300. This lavatory was absolutely roomy enough and clean throughout the entire flight, and it even had a baby changing table that folded down from the interior wall. And as a reminder, let us know down in the comments of this video if you would like to see more guide videos for specific airlines or other modes of transportation in specific countries. And as we dip below the clouds and say goodbye from São Paulo, Brazil, we would like to remind all of our viewers to do us a solid and hit that thumbs up like button and share this video with all your friends on all those social media channels. And if you enjoy world travel content and jetting around the globe wherever we go, please subscribe to our channel and check that notification bell so you know when our new videos are uploaded every week. But remember, you don't have to be a Kentuckian to travel with us. You just gotta have fun. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on keeping on. Cheers.